Hey everyone, welcome back to C-Sense IQ. What if you decided, I'll start my own country? Sounds cool, right? But can you actually do that? Can anyone legally create a new country? Let's break it down with real-life examples. Before creating a country, it's crucial to understand what a country truly means. It's more than just land, people, and a flag. A country is a sovereign state, defined by four key conditions from the Montevideo Convention of 1933, a foundational rulebook for statehood. First, it must control its own territory. Second, it needs a permanent population residing within those boundaries. Third, a functioning government is essential. Fourth, it must interact with other countries as an independent entity. So, the first thing you need is land. However, virtually every inch of land on Earth is already claimed by an existing country. You cannot simply go to a random island and declare it yours. Even uninhabited islands typically belong to established nations. One exception is Bertal, a desert between Egypt and Sudan, which neither country officially claims due to a border dispute. Some have tried to settle there, proclaiming it their own nation, but these efforts have failed to gain governmental recognition. Okay, suppose you acquire land. The next step is to establish a robust government system, complete with laws and a constitution. You'll need to define roles. Who will be the prime minister? What currency will you use? This framework must cover defense, economy, and education. It's an exhausting endeavor. Micronations like the Principality of Sealand, an abandoned sea fort near the UK, have tried this. They boast their own prince, flag, and passports, yet they remain unrecognized as a legitimate country. A country is fundamentally about people. You need a permanent population willing to live under your rules. Furthermore, a sustainable economy is vital, a system to produce goods, facilitate trade, or sustain your citizens. You could print your own currency, but if no other nation accepts it, it's essentially just monopoly money, lacking real-world value. Even powerful nations depend on international recognition for trade, diplomatic relations, and overall legitimacy. Here comes the most challenging part, gaining recognition from other countries. Without acknowledgement, your aspiring nation remains merely a club. For official recognition, other countries and the United Nations must formally accept you as a sovereign state. The UN has 193 member countries. To join, you need approval from both the UN Security Council and the General Assembly, a process fraught with political complexities. Consider partially recognized entities like Taiwan, Kosovo, or Palestine. They struggle for full international recognition. Imagine then how incredibly tough it is for a brand new, self-made country to achieve such widespread acceptance. Many dreamers have attempted to create their own nations, and here are some fascinating real-world examples. Sealand, founded in 1967 on an abandoned sea fort near the UK, has its own flag and currency, but lacks official recognition. The Republic of Minerva, an attempt in 1972 to build an island nation, was quickly thwarted when Tonga's navy took over. Liberland, declared independent in 2015, boasts online citizens and a crypto economy, but possesses no officially recognized territory. Then there's Molossia, a fun micronation in Nevada, USA, operating more as a hobby than a serious political entity. So, while people have tried to create their own countries, these endeavors are mostly symbolic and lack legal standing. Under international law, you can declare independence, but that declaration alone does not make your country a reality. If the parent country doesn't recognize your claim and no other nation supports you, your country exists only in imagination. Even if you print passports or form your own army, other nations can legally treat these actions as illegitimate or illegal. Instead of creating a country from scratch, some innovators are exploring smarter approaches to governance and community building. They are building charter cities or virtual nations, digital communities with shared rules, operating within existing legal frameworks. It's a modern twist, allowing you to create your own system of governance without the immense challenges of breaking borders or seeking international recognition. So, perhaps the future of new countries will be found online, in digital spaces rather than on physical land. So, can you create your own country? Technically, yes, but practically, it's almost impossible to achieve true sovereignty and recognition. Still, dreaming big is how civilization evolves. Who knows, maybe one day your digital nation becomes the next revolution. If you enjoyed this episode, hit that like button, subscribe to C-Sense IQ, and comment below, what would you name your own country?